Hello YouTube. It has been forever and a day and I apologize for the really long stretch between videos. I don't have a whole lot of excuse aside from being, a hybrid of super busy and super lazy. Also, I want the content of these videos to be useful and relatable and not fluff. So until I have something I think might be valuable to share, I don't have anything to upload. So I'm going to also apologize for the shakiness of this video. I'm going to give you full disclosure right now. This is a redo. I did a video last night. My iPhone ran out of storage. I tried the rest with the iPad, couldn't merge the two, realized I shared entirely too much personal information and scrapped them both. So we're just going to re-record it. Thank you to everybody who has given me thumbs up and the incredible support and comments and all of the subscribers. I am sincerely overwhelmed, but thank you, thank you, thank you. So let's jump in. Originally I was going to call this video, again, sorry for the shaking, mom tips, but I think that let's do more like effective planning. I think anybody could hopefully glean something from these this video and use it in their own situation. But so we're going to talk about planning with a parent flavor, but you could be a parent to a fur baby. It doesn't matter. I'm hopeful that you're going to find something useful. School is well underway. I now have 3 in 3 different schools. So as you can imagine, that's a lot of paper and a lot of different, dates that are off school, etc. So trying to keep it all straight is difficult. I do color code. We'll talk about that. So let's see. You guys have all seen that before. Now you don't need to pause your video. You're going to be staring at these 2 pages for a long time. So lots of color, and some people find that either annoying or time consuming. I find it neither. Ultimately, the color prevents me from having to write who the appointment is for. And that's, huge for me. So I carry around this pen. It has 5 different colors, and it's a Coletto 5 barrel. And basically each color represents a member of my family. So this isn't a lot to carry around. The other one is this pen, which, has black, which I write in mostly, green, which I use for finances, pink, which I use for the whole family, and then blue if it's just like my husband and I. So not a big deal to carry that around either. Let's see. Color coding helps again. Just who is on what day. As you can see, and additionally, I rewrote this page to protect the innocent. This is very close to what my week this week looks like. But I did rewrite it because there was a lot of personal information in there. So I just want to say that's why I'm fine with you guys staring at it. So let's see. Calendars come home from school. They come, they have different teacher work days, early release days, holidays, etc. And all of those go into my planner. When they come home, it might look like this. And I take all of those dates. This I just actually downloaded from the internet. This isn't even my kid's school, but it's, similar. And I put all the dates that I get as soon as I get them in my calendar. And if you saw any of my other videos, you know that I have like a rolling 3 months in here. So if it's beyond that, so right now if it was beyond, the end of February, then I'll put it on a forward planning calendar for, March through the end of the year. Additionally, there are school timetables, class timetables. I keep those in the back here, and we'll get to that in a minute. Report cards, when they come due, make a note just so you know to be expecting one, and if your kid hasn't turned one in, they need to bring it to you. Notes from teachers. If it's just a loose piece of paper that comes home in a backpack, if it has a date on it, I grab it and I write it down. Because if I don't, then I'm not on top of these things. But sometimes, you'll get an email or a permission form, say for a field trip. I'll write the field trip in my planner, and then this is just an example. I'm going to pretend that my son has a field trip next Friday. So I wrote down, the field trip and where they're going, and then just a little piece of paper that might have been on the permission form that says, you know, he needs a sack lunch, he needs money for the gift shop, and he needs like sneakers that he can get dirty. So I just put that in there so that I remember, and if there was dates or deadlines that the permission form needed to be turned in, I might write that down as well. But anything that, you know, you need to remember. Major projects and tests. Yes, my kids are, I'm trying to teach them to be, you know, self-sufficient, but, you know, they're kids. So if I find out that they have a test or a major project due, I will go ahead and write it in mine. So as you can see, my daughter actually does have a geometry test tomorrow. And in addition to just writing that, I'm going to go ahead and write that she needs to study at least the day before. Know your kids. If they need a week to study, if they, depending on how big the test is it just a little quiz, whatever it is, give yourself some time to start the nagging, which I do, I nag. Let's see. Sorry, I made notes and now I can't read them. If it's a big project, like say it was a book report, or say it was, you know, science fair, history, whatever it is, you write the project down, and then in my own mind, I'll try to back it up. Like, how many days in advance do we need to start, you know, making reminders? Like if it's, you know, weeks out, then I'm like, okay, they have to write 25 pages of this thing. There's, you know, 5 days left, 5 pages a day. And I'll have them write it in their planner as well, because, you know, again, want them to be self-sufficient, but help them learn how to eat an elephant, you know, one bite at a time. Just break it into bite-sized pieces and figure out how you're going to get this thing done. Extracurricular activities. I mean, each one has, you know, sports that they play. Let's see. Another just example of a you know, a schedule that I printed off from the internet. I don't even know where this place is, but anyway, if this came home or I got an email to download it, you know, it's got the dates, it's got the game time, you know, maybe who they're playing, where they're playing, is it a home, away, anything like that. I will take as much of this information as I can and I will write it into, you know, my planner. Let's see, where did I write one of those? Oh, this one is court 1, so that obviously, is that under here? Maybe it's under here. Yeah, practice court 3, you know, Cedar Elementary, like whatever information you've got, and as much as you can, write it down so that you don't have to go looking for it later. Additionally, sometimes in extracurricular activities, you might have snack duty. So say you had to bring snacks on Saturday for a t-ball game, I might make a note on Monday to pick up those snacks so that, you know, I don't get blindsided on Friday night that now in my, you know, slippers I need to run out and pick those up. You might have additional deadlines like when you need to turn in equipment, or when you need to order a uniform, or, you know, dance pictures, whatever it is, write it in your planner. With my daughter, I had to do volunteer time at a concession stand. So, you know, make sure that you have your planner with you so you could pick the most opportune time for yourself and then write it down once you've committed to it. I take the kids to the public library, and when we do, I think we get the books for 3 weeks. So, you know, I'll get this little flag and I'll put whenever that is due. If for some reason I'm not going to get back to the library, or the kids are not done reading it, I will take this flag and I will renew the books and move this forward to the next time it's due. But this way I'm not, you know, rewriting it over and over again. Sometimes when your day gets jammed up like this one, you might not have any more room to write. So especially if it's a reoccurring task, you know, then I would just write it on a little flag and stick it on there. So when it comes this night and I'm kind of planning my day for tomorrow, which I will be, you know, I could actually just, I've got the flag, write it down, move it if I need to, or throw it away, whatever it is. But that'll help you if you're running out of space, because I find these blocks only so big. My days aren't always this busy, but sometimes they are. This week actually is pretty crazy. So, you know, something like this would probably just get stuck, you know, right there. Let's see. Basically, the bottom line for this is whenever you get a communication from school, from coaches, whatever, and you see a date, grab your planner and write that date down. In addition to obviously school and other schedules, you've got doctor's appointments, dentist appointments, maybe orthodontics, maybe you have an eye doctor. Write those in here. Now, what I will do is, especially doctor's offices, they don't typically open up their schedule until, you know, 2 months in advance. So if I had a, you know, an annual checkup, you know, today, I would make a note 10 months from now to call them and schedule my next appointment. Otherwise, you know, the month will show up and I'll be like, oh, right, this is when I normally have my annual checkup. And I'll call them and they'll be like, oh, yeah, we're fully booked up this month. We're looking at, you know, February right now. And then as you notice your annual physicals, especially where the kids are concerned, start getting like 14, 16 months out. So if you have a reminder to do that, and actually I am due, so I've got my own little note to schedule my own annual physical coming up in February. Let's see. So that's my monthly schedule. Again, it's recreated, but predominantly what's going on. I don't know if you follow Fly Lady, but that's what these are. These are the zones in Fly Lady. What else can I tell you? I think that's the bulk of it. I wanted to quickly touch on printing it off. So if you have actual schedules, and again, color-coded, red's my daughter, green's my middle son, and orange is my youngest. You know, that's my daughter's 10th grade timetable. That's my middle son's timetable. So if it's a Wednesday and say it's a doctor's appointment, I can figure out what class he's going to be in and where I'm going to be pulling him, or what he's going to be missing if he goes to like a doctor's or a dentist appointment. And then my youngest, this is just his his basketball practice schedule. So got this, put all these dates in my planner and what courts they're on. Now, I still like having this though, because if I looking at my planner and I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. Is that right? I could just quickly flip to this and, you know, confirm that that really is the date or the time or the court or whatever. So hopefully that is useful. I do have an idea for a future video, and that I'll give you a teaser. It's going to be this little guy right here. So I have ordered an iPad holder so that I don't have to hold my iPad anymore when I record these. I can't rely on the storage of my phone, so I'm going to get something to stick this on a tripod, because this shaky stuff is driving me crazy. I can imagine how much it's affecting you. But so maybe once that arrives, we'll get to this. But I'll try to make more videos, more than, you know, once every 8 months. Again, appreciate all of you who have subscribed and who have, you know, been super sweet and supportive. And thank you for watching, and I hope to talk to you guys soon. Bye.